For decades, working with natural stone was reserved only for masonry crews with heavy-duty cranes and specialty skill sets. Not anymore. StoneLite by Coldspring has leveled the playing field. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-time installer, StoneLite is designed to be the most plug-and-play natural stone veneer panels on the market. This video will walk you through the entire installation process, from surveying and preparation to the final securement. We've made sure that anyone can deliver a professional high-end finish. Let's get started. Before you begin, ensure you have the necessary tools and protective equipment needed to complete the installation process. To install StoneLite, you must be wearing proper personal protection equipment. You will also need the appropriate hand tools and select power tools. The first step in installing StoneLite is properly surveying and preparing the wall. Begin by confirming the overall height and width of the wall segment you will be installing on. These measurements should match the shop drawings provided for your project. Next, use a laser or 8-foot level to survey the wall segment for plumbness and any movement in wall framing. The last step in surveying is confirming window and door openings and assure alignment as in shop drawings. StoneLite panels are installed using a simple French clip system. The panels feature integrated clips that lock into wall-mounted rails. Because these rails form the foundation of the system, accurate installation is critical to the final result. Begin by installing the starter rail at the height specified in your shop drawings. Typically, the bottom of the starter rail should be positioned 3.5 inches above the intended bottom edge of the stone. This can be done by measuring up from the grade, or using a control line on the elevation. When the intended height is found, snap a level line where the bottom of the starter rail will sit. Next, pre-drill the starter rail at the stud or anchor locations with holes that are slightly larger than your screws. Then it's time to mount the starter rail to the wall, ensuring all screws are securely fastened into studs or designated anchor points. Following the same procedure as the starter rail, proceed to drill and mount all middle rails and top rail to the wall according to the specifications found in your shop drawing. Check all rails as you install to ensure you have a single, flat, level, and plumb plane. This is the most critical step to ensure a successful installation. All StoneLite panels feature integrated mounting plates that are specifically calibrated to the face of the stone. Improper wall rail installation will lead to a poor fit or difficulty engaging the panel to the wall. Adjust the rail by loosening the screws and inserting horseshoe shims where needed. Then re-secure the hardware for a firm fit. Once all corresponding rails are mounted to the wall, it's time to set the StoneLite panel into place. Start by confirming the panel location to the shop drawings for your project. Before attempting to lift the panel, assess its weight to determine if you can handle it safely or if assistance is required. While StoneLite panels are significantly lighter than traditional stone, having an extra person can ensure a safer and more controlled installation. With larger panels, powered or manual suction cups may help with positioning. Once the panel is aligned with the rails and the horizontal fit is confirmed, push or pull the panel down into full clip engagement. A rubber mallet can be used to make any adjustment to the final fit. If you're installing an open joint panel, lock the panel in place by installing the set screws or adhesive to the top clips. For sealed or closed joint panels, install the set screws across the exposed top rail. Multiple sets of rails and panels will be needed to complete the install. It's best to work in rows, installing all necessary rails and panels horizontally, starting left to right or right to left on the wall segment before working vertically. Repeat the same process of installation as you go. Mount, plumb, and level the next set of rails. Then place the corresponding panel into place. It's best to place shims in all joints between panels as you go to ensure consistent joint spacing. These shims can be removed once a panel is fully locked into place, or once the entire elevation is complete. As a reminder, if you're installing a closed joint system, all joints will need a backer rod and sealant. The system's designed for minimal cutting. However, in rare situations where adjustments are needed due to an on-site condition not surveyed, any uneven joint spacing can be resolved by removing the panel and trimming the edges with an appropriate saw or continuous rim masonry blade on a grinder. After completing a wall segment, all shims may be removed, and you can now begin to add caulking or perform any final finishing according to your job specifications. From soaring interior features to breathtaking exterior facades, StoneLite can put the world's most beautiful materials in the hands of any crew with confidence. For more information, visit us online at coldspringusa.com. Coldspring. Make your mark.